up against Morphling, Skyrath, and Ogre. Individually, you'd say Skyrath, Ogre, very good early game heroes at harassing people and bullying people outright. But in a tri-lane, they're not really that strong. And they see already, jump forward onto Y, he's dropping low, but X-Nova's going to be the first to fall. Now they go back onto the Oracle, a 1-for-1 trade-off here. Ice, he's going to have to try and cut himself through the trees here to escape. But Arfu, he's got an Orb of Venom. There's Ogre, the Brawler up on the front. Argent has another waveform, and Shadow, he's dropped incredibly low. The stun
nice
comes out as well. They're going to get the Fortune's End down onto Argent. A couple more hits in. It's not going to tick him over. He's on 10 HP, survives through it. Ice gets himself back and away, but this was a 1-for-1 that could have ended much, much more differently here.
Yeah,
Wings
a
get
little
away.
bit greedy there.
Shadowfiend starts snowballing, but has to be, perpetually aware that Tiny can look for solo kills. One misstep, Shadowfiend's very squishy. One Avatos combo, and you can die.
Hooked up.
Blink of an eye as Arfu stunned up as well. Good call there as the rot. Not going to be enough to kill him off, and now the turnaround comes out. Arjet, 2 points in the waveform, throws it down to Shadow. A few clicks in, the stick charge is there, and Shadow finally fall. Why? With Ice, not able to save their teammates as WG.
Ajit can feel pretty chill up here. I mean, Shadow's rotated out. Now it's just a Slardar. Virtually zero chance of him dying, barring some sort of a hook into stun and maybe even a couple raises or something. And speak of the devil, they're going to find him.
Nana. That's like a guaranteed kill. He's got DD Rune, Avatos, and an Ogre behind him. And now the movement comes in from Ice. He's actually got the hook in. The toss will slow things down, but the sprint with the Slardar in with the crush, and down goes the Tiny. A great pickup there by Wings. That incursion into the Radiant side of the map.
And a hasted mid.
Oh, they're going to go for it. Shadowfiend has Strength Treads and Raindrops. No longer that easy kill, and Nana bit of damage down onto Blink, but the TP rotations were so quick in from Wings that it was never going to amount to anything. Bottom lane though, Dream Coil on, and Shadow as Vengeful Spirit, we're just speaking about how tanky she can be. She pops the stick charge to turn back onto Kang, and the damage output looks decent, but it's still not enough to kill off the puck. That's why Purifying Flames did a lot with the Requiem. Looked fancy. Didn't really do too much. The razors back into Arfu's face, but again, it's a 2-for-0 as Wings come out on top in the kill exchange.
And you can see Nana trying to break it here with an Invis Rune, being very cheeky. Well, the question is, did Warriors think it was just one hero? Oh, Nana's like, oh, hello.
Hello. no sentries, right? There's no reveal. There's amp damage on the slide.
Cautious. There could be a good toss play here. Remember, it's not random anymore. It's wherever you're closest to.
Into the tower. The Crush captures 2, but he is already dead. The fight continues here as the Dream Coil catches a bunch, and now the Mystic Flare dropped onto their heads. The Requiem wound up, but in comes Morphling, takes down a couple, and Wings, you are dropping one by one. An ultra kill for the Morphling, who had absolutely sod all in lane, is suddenly racing himself up the net worth chart, has a bunch of gold, and WG Unity 12-2.
Kangaroo gets into a veil as well after this. The amount of damage they're going to be able to output is just ridiculous. And oh, Blink, he's working towards that Shadow Blade.
Nice
no
mid.
Dragon Lance.
Ice has Dismember and Rot. Nana, stick charges up and TP's out. The Purifying Flames will come through though. And why make sure that Tiny will not sneakily escape? Wings, get Slardar and Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger and Slardar as I screw up my words there, but Nana maybe getting caught here mid. Illusory Orb. Let's clip a number of them, and the Dream Coil's perfect. The hook won't land. And Tiny gets away, but that's a bust out of the Dream Coil from Puck just to slow things down a little bit.
Oh, and he gets it with the toss. Nicely done.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Alright, no ward here spotting that smoke as they shrine up. A lot of teams being caught off guard by this at the start of the patch where everyone's low, so maybe you're okay with being a little bit more aggressive. But in this case, they just immediately shrine up, and maybe you're not thinking like, oh, they're all full HP and smoking. I mean, they were just all low mid.
Well, they find the Ogre. I think Kang should be okay to orb away as long as he doesn't get hooked by Ice. The swap is there, though. I'll try and finish off Arfu. As Kang's just hiding in the trees, the hook won't land. Another orb in 2 seconds' time. They might have the damage to finish him off. The phase shift there, but Kang is still dead now. They go back in again. Ice still alive. Now they're chasing him down. Argent trying to fight this one through, but Puck dies a second time. Kang, the dieback. It's not looking great for WG as the Lincoln pops out from Argent. But Nana tosses him to safety, back to the catapult, and blinks himself back away. But now they're going to lose his Skyrath Mage as the one-hit kill. Blink with a Shadow Fiend, amp damaged up. The hook won't latch. As Morphling waveforms even further to safety, but Wings They find a fight that they can win, and they win it in style.
But yeah, Innocence, Mr. Y here in the Oracle, really paving the way for Pudge this game. He's rocking them brown boots and stick.
Oh, maybe they'll find the Venge. No, the Crush comes in. Stun and a Dream Call with a Mystic Flare will secure them one. And looks like two there as Ajit picks up a double kill. And they'll look for the tier 2. WG finally get good value.
They want to fight at the end of that, of course.
I mean, maybe if they initiate now, Shadow Fiend does take a little bit of work to bring him
Kangaroo
down
has
close
a nice
to 2k
coil.
HP. Concussive shot, the Dream Coil in the back, but Kang, he's been stunned up. Ice looking for the Dismember. They blink in, the Crush, the silence is there. Slaughter doesn't get it off, and now Shadow Fiend looking for this Requiem, but he's dusted up. He cannot get himself into position to Requiem, but it doesn't matter. They've killed off Kang regardless. And WG find Arjit in the back.
Faith.
Oh, the bash! Faith Bjarn, of course he does. Crush down onto this Morphling as well. The Lincoln's 3 seconds until that's back up and running.
He's
but
like,
it's
I'm
just
out of here, just
buying
easily.
time. Arjit can't get back to base, can't get back to his team, and the high ground push is coming in from Wings. Arjit, he's got a replicate up, but he's got the long walk of shame back to base as in comes Wings. The cavalry's arrived, and the tier 3's dropping so bloody quickly. They've got no glyph and no real way to defend this. Yeah.
Not even a chance to punish with a tower at all.
You could see what WG were doing. Everything was like set up really nicely. It's just that quick snap move from Wings to move forward and force them back. And now the Ogre, the Dream Call's down, but so is this Fat Man. Gone and done. Arjit trying to right click into Ice, but Waveform doesn't do quite enough. With the Adaptive Strike E-Blade combo, it will finally bring down the Pudge, but Kang on the high ground tries to hold his ground. Phase Shift is there, trying to dodge out from some of this damage, and the Dire Courier drops to the SF. Taps the hi-hat as he shuffles away.
Yeah. That'll be more of like a mid-fight thing.
Then like blink Dismember from the Pudge or something. I guess that's it. You blink Crush, Halberd pop, and then blink Dismember, and then you've got enough damage to rip into that Morphling. But Barracks are falling.
We're talking here. Look at buildings.
Yeah, they are dropping very quickly. Dismember on the puck as well. Just look at this damage coming as well onto Kang. He heals himself into the air in the back. Meanwhile, they've killed off one Faith Beyond, dropping low as well. Arjit chases him down, but Blink stands his ground. Requiem wound up. Tiny walks into the midst of it, but Arjit, he's got so much DPS behind him. The Dire Courier dies with like 4k on it, but the toss back into danger. Blink is trapped in the Dream Call. The Shadow Fiend will respawn in a couple of seconds time, but I don't think he's got an escape away from this one.
Too.
He's got no Blink, he's got no life, he's got nothing left to give, and will finally die in the arms of WG. They got themselves a melee Raxted Wings, but at what cost? Too much more in, but that's, you know, down to Tiny and them getting into the back lines and kind of cutting.
Tough call.
Cutting what they were doing. There's the toss. Drag him in,
no
pull him out.
I mean,
Faith Beyond. That's a big crush, but Vengeful Spirit's dead for a long time. Shadow Fiend tries to get himself into this battle, but just look at Nana. Cancelled out the right clicks with that Fate's Edict, but Arjit, in the meantime, bashed up. The Shrine is popped. They're keeping Ice alive, but Arjit jumps away with the Replicate again. Tier 3's fallen, but this buyback from the SF has to do work. He's popped his BKB as well, trying to get in for an Ogre kill, but it's an Ogre and a Tiny. The final raise will finish him off. And that's a Tier 3 that WG get, as well as a buyback from the Shadow Fiend. It's difficult as well to land that. Bloodthorn onto the Morphling. Hang on a second. BKB from
That's
Nana.
a gem.
But there's a Dismember. He's actually kept himself alive, but not for long enough. And now look at that damage. Blink stands his ground. 1, 2, 3, just whacking people down. The Pudge hook as well. Clears up 4 members of WG Unity, 2 of which buy back, but I don't think they can re-enter this fight. Kang retreats back with the Lucio, but the Blink crunch. No, the Blink gets himself to safety. Kang behind this tier 2.
Halberd complete now as well. The teams will start to hover around. Both teams still having shrines as well.
They are literally just sitting in the pit. That wave of terror will give them away.
Oh, not Kangaroo again.
And they got him. There's a good amount disabled. They've killed off one Nana. He's going to be the second. Oh, the dieback. And now the Shadow Fiend just swaggers on forward. The Ogre, that's a Replicate illusion. That's not what you want to be heading for, but the hook, not going to land. The thing is,
it's an Ogre, a Sky, and a Morph against your whole squad.
Look at this swing as well. You know, before that fight bottom, I talked about the lead that WG had. It literally does not exist anymore. And now Ice, well, he's found an Ogre. I think Arfu was busy doing something, I don't know, because he wasn't moving, he wasn't casting spells, and he definitely wasn't living his life there.
He is just stuck.
Yep. Oh, look at that. In they go. In they go.
Oh,
WG WG, what are you going to do about this? Roshan is literally dead already. Chief's on the floor, in comes Tiny. Avatos onto 3, but I don't know about this. Dreamcall's down, but look at him go. 1 is down, and Blink just absolutely slaughters them. The Morphling, we thought he was unkillable. Well, he is now. GG's called. It's freaking over. WG tap out and say, Wings, clap, clap, clap. Well done. You executed. Draft. Win.
Yep.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in